that would suck. Don't use magic potions. I always feel like that. I'm like, I don't know. Just in general, I feel like that. So if I had that power, I'd feel like that more. Not just Celsius. Anything that doesn't have enough. Sorry, hold on. Something in my eye. Okay. Enough precision annoys me. They estimate work in story points. Calculated it, and one story point ended up being roughly equivalent to 4.5 days. What? That, yeah, that could be annoying. When I drain the basin or bath and see the spark. Yeah, we've never, like, tornadoes have never really been a thing in Canada. They've been super rare, but we had a few last summer up north of where I am. And then there was a warning yesterday. Didn't happen, but so it's super just like weather change and all that. Be super useful. You'd have like no enemies. I mean, I don't have enemies now. They'd hate you for forcing their emotions and it all backfires. But then you could, I guess, then you could be like, you could control their emotions so they don't hate you. I don't know. Yeah, mental powers are the most overpowered. It's true, but like morality wise, I don't think I would like that. Got to choose power of the Q. What's that? Oh yeah, I haven't watched Star Trek, so I don't know that one. I know little. Not enough for references though. This part of the popcorn looks like cauliflower. Omnipotent beings in Star Trek. Oh, okay. Do what I want. You really should have asked me. I have to run to the UPS store. No! To mail out a laptop. Oh, that's cool. So I'm officially done with work for the week. What? Oh, wait, do you mean this week? Never mind. I thought you meant like you have a week off after you do that. That would have been nice, but I don't think that's what you meant. Prue taking off a week? In what world? Just imagine going to a job interview, instantly acing it, or people offering help or giving you things for free because they think, yeah, I guess so. Like I can see where it'd be helpful, but also control over people isn't where I'd want to be. You'll be done for this weekend, but that's good. Hope you have some fun weekend plans. Barbecue on Sunday. Oh yeah, same. The Other Side song. You Inside My Mind? Probably. Can influence animals to stop all manner attacks or lethal bites. But the thing is, wouldn't you have to be there where it was already going to occur where you would stop it? Plus, that kind of stuff isn't very common in Canada anyways. Like bear attacks, but most of the time people are smart enough to not get attacked by the bear. Sometimes you find people doing dumb stuff. Moose attacks are more common, actually. Moose are dangerous. Geese attacks. Geese attacks are a lot. Wouldn't just be people? Yeah, I guess so. No, I see why you would want that. I still don't think I would want it though. Talking to animals is tempting though, as the power that I would want. It's funny. We did this game when we were after the murder mystery party with my friends. And it's like a phone app where you put everyone's name in and then like it asks certain people to do things or it'll say like by name and you have to do things or like guess something about someone else. One of the questions that one of my friends had to answer was which superpower would I want? And they had to guess what it was. And the couple of guesses that people thought it was, one of them said talking to animals, and one of them thought I would want to have healing powers, and one of them thought that I would want what was the other one? But it was funny. I'm like, those are all really good. They know me well. Fahrenheit 50. Oh no. It just gave you the calculation, but not the answer. The ability to command and control an army of Canada geese. Markovia unstoppable. It's true. Yeah, I mean, all you need is an army of Canadian geese. They'll get you. But if you can make friends with them, it's all good. Just have to continue to be really nice to them so they don't turn on me, because that'd be bad. I keep thinking that you're trying to type Fahrenheit 51, like the book. Talking to animals would be cool. I'd like to know what they ache from to better heal. Yeah. Also just become an animal to talk to if I wanted to. That's why I say it's pure power. Ah, I see. As a snake, because the author had never counted geese. It's true. Shall continue to search. Okay. I appreciate your efforts for the stream, Nagan. Oh, 451. That's it. Thanks, Prue. Super villain name is Mother Goose. That's pretty good. For the power we just described, yeah, that works. Do you know why it's called 451? I think I've heard it before, but I can't remember. I don't know. I don't think I've actually read that one, honestly. Was the answer in the book? I've always wanted to read it. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's one of those. This goes. That's the back. This is the tube friend. Okay, now I see. But must read sci-fi? Yeah. Oh, I need more of the color. This guy. I didn't actually know Fahrenheit 451 counted as sci-fi. Maybe I just don't know enough about it. You know what I was surprised was sci-fi? I'd never really heard of Dune before the movie started like being announced and everything, and I knew I wanted to read it. My friend had recommended it to me before, but all I knew was like its name. And he didn't mention that it was sci-fi, and then I found out it's basically like the father of sci-fi books. I did enjoy that one a lot. I want to read the rest of the series too. Ray Bradbury, its author, had wanted to find out what temperature books would burn. Ah, okay, yeah. No one actually checked if it's real, but he took it and made the story. I love that. Like, yeah, that sounds right. I'll name it that. Yeah, it's dystopian, right? I didn't think it was sci-fi. Maybe it is? Is dystopian counted as sci-fi? Because it's futuristic? So it's in the same genre, perhaps? Yeah, I know there's book burning in it for sure. Dystopian counts as a subgenre of sci-fi. Ah. Guess it makes sense because it's like future. Grandma, hello. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. We're painting some popcorn for a Father's Day card. It's gonna say something along the lines of not to be corny, but I'm glad you're my pop or something like that. I don't know. I haven't chosen yet. But that's the pun we're going in that kind of range. It always has to be a pun. That's the rule. It's the law. I can't make a greeting card that's not a pun. Could set a dystopian novel in the past and make an alternative history novel, but then does it count as dystopian? Because dystopian just means, what is the definition? Because all the dystopian stuff I've seen or read has been like, this could happen because it's almost, it's close to the rhythm of our reality, and then it shows where it like offshooted and or offshot into something else, you know? Because I'm trying to think like Handmaid's Tale or In Paradise or like different dystopian things. Hunger Games is dystopian, and it's very futury because it has all like the future gadgets and stuff that shows that it's supposed to take place past our time. Kelly Obsidia, hello! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We are currently painting some popcorn for a Father's Day card that'll say something like, I'm glad you're my pop, or not to be corny, you know, something like that. But yeah, we're painting popcorn. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? How you used to play Skyrim? Used a mage who doesn't do combat, only casts solutions to influence enemies. Ah, I see. Even more depressing dystopian was 1984. Yeah, that one I read. Dystopian's post-apocalyptic. Does it have to be post-apocalyptic to be dystopian? Because I don't know if that would make sense. I thought it was just like alternate future or like could be future. Somo, thank you for the follow. Canby, welcome in. Dan Bear, hello, welcome, welcome. Killy Obsidia, watercolor cards for you too. Oh, nice. What were you doing? Like what were you doing for your cards? And Sappho's hello, and Grammy hello. Relating to or denoting an imagined state or society where there is great suffering or injustice. Okay, so maybe it could be like history. Is dystopian sci-fi and its alternate history. I haven't read that one, so I don't know. Flowers and birds. Oh, that sounds so nice. By definition, it's post-apocalyptic. Really? I'm looking up the definition of dystopian because I'm very curious. Okay, so this says dystopian novels often focus on societies and cultures that appear stable and well established, whereas post apocalyptic, a different genre, cultures are more imbalanced or volatile. So it happens like right after the apocalypse, which can eventually turn into dystopian, but dystopian itself doesn't have to be after an apocalypse. So a post apocalyptic book is like a different genre. Like that would be like The Stand or something like that. Yeah, it could be in the past history too. That's true. Initial imagined dates that editors changed after. Oh, interesting. Also, Kaylee, if you would like to share your Instagram or your website or your shop or anything, please feel free to link it so we can admire your lovely work. I'm so excited you're also doing some watercolor cards. We're working on this little popcorn friend. Yeah, it's another subgenre, so it doesn't necessarily have to be post-apocalyptic to be dystopian. Another subtype of sci-fi, I know, right? Refer to society and culture as well as the physical world, whereas apocalyptic, I only think of the physical world going horribly wrong. That can of course have ramifications in society and culture falling apart. Yeah, like it's like Mad Max or yeah, Mad Max, The Stand. That's post-apocalyptic. Whereas dystopian is just alternate, like future alternate universe. The first long feature sci-fi in history, Metropolis. Hmm. Interesting. Kind of an excessive amount of dystopian stuff out there right now, but I do like it. I think we're starting to move away from dystopian stuff. It was a big after Hunger Games, it became really popular, kind of like after Twilight, vampires became very popular in young adult fiction and therefore in adult fiction. I find that in the current book world, young adult fiction often guides themes for adult fiction because they're just trying to think of the most obscure out there thing, and the second there's a hit, everyone jumps on that trend, including adult fiction. They just make it more adult, you know? So we're just coming to the end of the dystopian fiction era, and like, but we haven't entered a new one yet, so it's still kind of floating around as like the main genre of YA and also adult fiction a lot of the time. There's also a big surge of new adult, which is like a genre that has always existed, but it's always kind of been not really there, you know? Um so new adult is getting really popular where it takes place, it's in between young adult and fiction, so it's like college age kids. So that's having a big surge right now. There's a couple big authors in it. Casey McQuiston has written, I think they just wrote their third book in it in the genre. Well, it's not a genre, it's an age group, but you know what I mean. So they just wrote their third book in the age group, and a lot of authors like are seeing their success and kind of jumping on. So new adult is becoming really big. So that's pretty cool. It's still not working, Megan. Vampire genre is oversaturated. Oh yeah, but that's yeah, because it just got super popular. Planet of the Apes reboot can be seen as post-apocalyptic too. Yes, yeah, 100%. Not the case in the original novel. Original 1960s movies were closer to the book. Yeah. I think I saw the 60s ones, and then I saw um the most recent one. I think I didn't see, they made sequels to the most recent one. I think I just saw the first one. But yeah. I saw a post once that said that Jurassic Park, if you're looking from the dinosaurs' perspective, is post-apocalyptic and dystopian. So it's like after their world exploded, there's like a resurgence of dinosaurs. So in from the dinosaurs' perspective, it's post-apocalyptic. I loved it. It was so funny. The Goosebump books, we were talking about those this morning. Those were good. Yeah, the 2010s one. I watched the first one. I didn't watch the other ones. The third one might be the best. Oh, really? Hmm. With nice nods to the book and to the original movies. Okay. Undead folklore used to be so underground and taboo, now it's mainstream. Yeah. Well, I don't know about it being underground, really, because I think vampire stuff, since the Dracula book, was really big, you know? And then before that, it wasn't just in books, it was like in tales to keep people from going out at night, or like tales of caution, and it was vampires were seen as real. So that's why it was taboo, because like you didn't want to attract them by talking with them or something. I don't know. I don't think vampires have ever really been like something that humans were not fascinated by. But the problem was that they were terrified of it because they like 100% like were a threat to them in their mind, you know? Just posted the cards on Instagram so they could see. Is it too late? No, of course not. Yeah, please send the link. All good. Thank you so much. Yeah, vampire books were huge in the Victorian age. Exactly. Yeah, creature's been around so long. Exactly. That's why I don't think it's ever really been an underground, like, thing. It's always been there. Humans have always been fascinated by folklore. That's why they, like, talk about it all the time. And, like, it was stories around the fire before it was books. Okay, let's check out your Instagram. Oh, they're so cute! Okay. I'm not following you? Well, I am now. Bloop. Look how cute these are! Oh, they're so cute. Look at this little bird friend. Oh, there's more! Wow, did you make all of these today? I'm still painting this one piece of popcorn. This is so cute. Wow, look at this candle. Look at this. Look here. This is amazing. That's amazing. I did candle paintings for one Christmas. I did a couple different oil paintings of candles. I love this. The reflection on the ground is so good. Yeah, Naggin. Candle. There's still one of those left. One is still left on the website. Sitting and waiting for it to be adopted. Goldfish! Look at this! Theories on where people thought that the vampire lore started with. As yes, exactly. Yeah. Vampires used to be synonymous with Satan, so Christians were no thanks until today. It's a bit lax now. I don't think it's a bit lax. I think it's just because religious people, if you look at those Christian mom websites, they're like, keep your children away from Twilight. They're using attractive men to draw in the young women for vampires or something. I don't know. But they still very much believe that a lot of the time. But I think less people are that extreme now. You know? Their digital works, they're so good. Cat, where? Oh. Look at this. So cute. Dr. Nuka-Cola, hello. Procreate on iPad. Oh, okay. Look at these apples. This is so cute. Oh, little guys. Thank you so much for sharing. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, and thank you for the raid. I very much appreciate that. It was an extremely good reference. Yeah, you did such a good job. You want to eat the berries, right? Yeah. Twilight's actually religious propaganda for... Really? I didn't know that. As far as I know. Oh. I did not know that. It was a waste of my time, but I was still in that. Must finish the series since I started at phase. I get that, yeah. I think I was talking this morning about how I put Twilight down in the middle of New Moon with the September, October, November, just the pages that had 1 month on each page. And I was like, okay, I think we're done here. The author was a Mormon, but I thought her story was just something she liked writing. Maybe, yeah. I didn't even know she was Mormon because you thought Kristen Stewart was on. It's a good reason to watch a movie. The fact that it was because a teenage girl was depressed because a 100-year-old vampire left her was what made it stupid. That's what I mean. Yeah, like because I think, okay, that watching the movie, I watched all of the New Moon movie. I just watched Twilight and New Moon. I feel like I've basically seen Breaking Dawn because I watched like a YouTube review of it because it got weird and I never knew like what happened. Um, but yeah, for the movies, I did watch the full thing. They did a good job with it in the movie, but in the book, where it was literally just the center of the page, I was like, okay, like, can we? Because I was already getting kind of annoyed with the book, and then it hit that, and it kind of was just like the last straw, you know? Um, it's quite colorful for a painting of something that's by. Oh, thank you. Was the goal buttery popcorn? Hi, Lily. Oh, it is around time for you to get food. Where's fiance? Why has he not fed you? It's his turn today. First book wasn't too bad. It was everything after that. Yeah, I mean, there's problems in Twilight, but a lot of people liked it. And I'm not going to shame anyone for liking it. Like I have friends who really liked it and I like seeing jokes about it sometimes. I think they're funny. But there's definitely no shame in liking it. It was targeted towards teenage girls and it worked and there's no use shaming someone over that. Not to mention the fact that like teenage girls are shamed for liking everything they like and like it's called basic or like everything that's targeted towards teenage girls. People shame them for liking it, which I don't like that. So make the story more accessible to impatient audiences. That's true. Yeah, it was a huge like a there was a huge way to make money. Like it was an enterprise basically. It was I was Twilight um according to sales records and movie stuff, was it about on the same level as Harry Potter? Because that would make sense to me. Only vampire book I read is classic Dracula. I'm not big on vampires either. I read Salem's Lot, didn't like it. But one vampire book that I did enjoy, Lily, hold on 1 second. Hey, that's not food. One vampire book I did enjoy was the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. I really enjoyed it. It was it was funny. It was unexpected. The reason why I don't like vampire books is because I find them very predictable because it's a classic vampire book, you know? But this one did things differently and I really liked it. A group of people watching the first movie with a projector, and the sheet they put up distorted the movie. Oh, I think I've seen this one day. I almost want to watch it that way. That'd be great. I think I've seen the edits that they did since that happened. They of the scene where he's staring at her in the science room and like plugging his nose and stuff, and their faces are all distorted. I think I've seen it. um Concept of a vampire is so open to interpretation. I feel like it almost wasn't until Twilight. Do you know what I mean? Like, vampires have the basic vampire rules. And until Twilight, it was all the same. So that was kind of, it's an interesting take. You read Frankenstein? I didn't like Frankenstein too much. I read it. I don't know. Maybe I have to read it again. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. One I did enjoy that was like classic like horror. I really liked Picture of Dorian Gray. That one's really good. It's technically categorized as horror because that's what it was at the time. Now it would be more like psychological thriller or like psychological drama or something, but it was horror technically back then. Lily the Werecat. Well, she's a dog, but ever read Tigana? No, I haven't. What's that one about? Okay, we have this little bloopity bloop down here that we need to do still. Beautiful prose. Ooh, I like prose. No vampire. That's okay. You have the Barnes & Noble leather bound of the... You know what I really want? I think you said at one point that you had this, and I still think about it. I want the Barnes & Noble version of Narnia. The blue one with the silver. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I don't think I even own Narnia. I read it a while ago, but no, I do not own Narnia because I want that edition one day. We don't have Barnes & Noble in Canada, so it's hard to get stuff like that. Cradle by Will White. Okay, I'm putting it, I'm going to search it into Goodreads. Love how random our topics are here. Books, nerd, art. Out of print and on eBay for like $100 now. I know, but when it first came out, I wanted to get it. It's just you can't really order it to Canada without crazy shipping, so I didn't do it, and I regret it because that's when I could have afforded it. um, Cradle. Do you mean Unsold? Like Cradle is the name of the series? Hmm. What year is that? Okay, 2016. Yeah, Unsold, yes. Um, No, I haven't read those. Trying to get back to reading every night. Oh, heck yeah. Megan, you know what you should read? The Mushroom book that I'm reading. It's okay, it's nonfiction, which normally I get bored at nonfiction, but this one's been really good. What is it called? Hold on. It is called Entangled Life: How Fungi Make Our Worlds, Change Our Minds, and Shape Our Futures. It's all about mushrooms. It's actually super interesting. Sciencey nonfiction. Oh, okay, then you will like it. You should read it. The really good mushroom book where people make mushrooms from the book. Yes, it is. And something else cool, so people like grow mushrooms in that book, like the author did that to promote it. But then also, something else cool that you find out when reading the book is that all the illustrations of mushrooms within the book are made with mushroom ink. Like, you know those inky cap mushrooms? If you put it in a mason jar for like 3 days or something, it melts completely and turns into black ink, which is why it's called an inky cap. And he used that ink to draw all the mushroom illustrations that are in the book. I think it's so cool. Like nonfiction too, archaeology, ancient civilizations, Egyptology, astronomy. Ooh, those are all very interesting. I have a couple Egyptology books. I don't think I haven't read them yet, but I do have a couple of them that I'm meaning to read. Yeah, literally using the book. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. The author did it to promote it. Went to Half Price Books today and almost bought more Greek myths books. Yes! I have so many Greek myth books. Yeah, the title is Entangled Life by Merlin Sheldrake. Lily, what are you doing? Wife and I went to an exhibit in the museum about women Egyptologists, even though it focused on one in particular, it was also about others around her. Cool. Yeah, it's really hard to find like records of just in all fields. Records of women who worked on big discoveries because they're not credited a lot of the time. So I really like exhibits like that. Mushroom inky cap painting from Marco. I know, right? Where do I find an inky cap mushroom? I don't even know if I could find one around where I live. Fiance, we must go find an inky cap mushroom so I can paint mushrooms with inky cap mushroom ink.
I think the problem is that like you gotta find it soon after they like bloom,
Okay,
basically.
let's just Google this right now. Inky cap mushroom in Ontario.
But also a lot of people don't like to give up their foraging spots.
I know, but it'll tell you where to look. I'm not looking for someone's foraging spot. Inky cap mushroom, Ontario. Ooh, there's an app. Okay. Do not consume. I wasn't going to. It's okay. They cluster at bases of trees and stumps. There's a number of poisonous lookalikes in Ontario. I mean, I'm not eating them, so it's fine. Where can I find you? Does not tell me. Some of them are edible, but if you drink alcohol while eating them, then it's poisonous, which is interesting. I don't know if I can find them here. It's saying you can find them. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. No, it just says at the base of trees and stumps, so it's not very helpful. Yeah. We'll have to do some further research. For our honeymoon, we went to Paris and that included the Louvre and its Egyptology section. Oh, that's really nice. Didn't used to be credited at all. They had to really fight patriarchy. Oh yeah, 100%. What was that movie, that book and movie, Hidden Figures? That one was really good for that. There's an app for that, yes. Give me Inky Cat mushrooms so that I can paint mushrooms with mushrooms. Very important. I wonder if I could also, if I can't find one, can I buy the ink from Inky Cat mushrooms? Oh, the other, no, never mind. I was gonna say some people who forage mushrooms sell them at farmers markets, but if it's a poisonous one to consume, they wouldn't sell it there, so that's not very helpful to me at all. Never mind. I don't want it to eat, I just want to make it into ink so that I can use it to paint mushrooms. Someone created a filter to be put on motorbikes in India to collect the exhaust, and then they would use that to create really dark black ink. Oh, that's really cool. Not sure I'd want exhaust, especially from old India. Why? Extra polluted stuff? But you're not like eating it or anything. It's just ink. I mean, you probably shouldn't eat ink either. I don't think breathing, if it's turned into a liquid, I don't think breathing it in would be dangerous anymore. Kind of be like oil paint, like when it's dry, don't inhale it. But if it's wet, it's fine. At least that's what I would assume. But then again, I guess we don't really know. So the safety could be a concern. The state of California would classify it under cancerous. Oh my gosh, they totally do. I ordered something from Amazon once, and I guess it came from California because it had crazy warnings on it. It was for pastels. The pastels I use for when I'm doing clay stuff. They say like the chemicals in this can cause cancer, and I was like actually scared for a second. Then I realized it came from California, and I was like, they put that on everything, don't they? Charcoals have those warnings too. Yeah. I think that's part of the issue. Like, if they only put it on a few things where it's so you're actually like worried and you actually think about it, I feel like that'd be better. But since they put it on everything, it gets to the point where you're like, okay, is this actually dangerous or is this California like dangerous? You know what I mean? Because I disregard it because it's from California, so I'm like, oh, it's fine. California puts it on everything, like I said. But if they didn't, then I'd actually like think about it. California crazy. This is like the kernel thing that's here. But I don't have that color mixed yet because we're not quite there. The method of painting with this paper is so different. Definitely not used to it. At this point, it's like you're just slapping the warning on everything, so now it doesn't actually distinguish what's really bad for you. Yeah, 100%. Really cool to see the popping coming. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's coming together. I was worried about it a little, but it's kind of working. We're just slowly building it. Lily, relax. Okay, I'll let you out in a second. We'll do a BRB and I will let you out. Okay. Lily, he's gonna let you outside. Look, he's over there. Look. Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, just to the store.
Oh, okay. I'm looking pretty cute to just go to the store, but okay. The math command doesn't work with this particular bot. Oh, okay. I mean, thank you for trying though. That would have been cool. Done some like randomizer commands, but I used Nightbot, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I need to mix the next color, which is gonna be like the kernel color. We have like this like reddish kind of like the edge of the egg color, like this color, right? Yeah, that with some yellow. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the smaller brush and we'll do some of this in there. There's the hair. Doesn't want to leave. I mean, I'm okay adding another bot. Can I have two at once? Is that something I can do? Oh, I'm gonna watch the new um Obi-Wan Kenobi episode this weekend. Yeah, I'm not sure. Disney Plus in July, my wife will be here. Um, that and Boba Fett. Yeah. I'd heard that Boba Fett, like, a lot of people aren't liking it too much, so I wasn't really gonna do it. Pecan whiskey? What? Echo, hello. How are you? Yeah, we were just talking about we are having a very good conversation about books, and now apparently we're talking about about alcohol. Cheap, don't have any streaming services. Bar my friends, Netflix. Yeah. Um, we have our own Netflix, but my friend uses it, and then we have and then we use her Disney Plus. Yeah, pecan whiskey. I don't know. I don't think I'd like it. I like pecans though.
I know.
Okay. Twitch and PC gaming, plus books over here for entertainment. Heck yeah. So you won't be able to. They announced cutting the share function. I know. Disney Plus did too, or was that just Netflix? And Crunchyroll, yeah. Favorite drink when at home is mimosas. Ooh, mimosas are fun. Honestly, I'm not a big alcohol person. I don't know. I just I don't enjoy it enough to want to do it too often. Yeah, Netflix, yeah. I know. Which is really dumb on their part because I think they're going to lose a lot of customers and then realize and then switch it back. I'm waiting for next Unsolved Mysteries. Oh, okay. Ugh, I ruined it. That's okay. It's in response to losing a whole bunch of customers there. What? They're like, we're losing customers. Maybe we should make better shows. No, we should just make it so that less people have access to it. Because we're paying the weird thing is like we literally pay more so that we can have multiple devices. We're paying more to have that access. So why would you take that away if you're still making money off of it? Like it doesn't make any sense at all. And they want to introduce ads so that people can have like an ad experience of Netflix if they don't want to pay the full price or something. It's not a good business choice. They're